So Vyakti to Shakti, Vyakti Vikasa. So many people have a wrong understanding that Vedanta is run away from life. Vedanta is about escapism. Sorry, Vedanta is not escapism. The cream of Vedanta is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita doesn't tell you to run away from life. Bhagavad Gita doesn't tell Arjuna, oh, go away from life. Bhagavad Gita is about facing life, but facing in a very different way. Not the way you do every day and suffer. Vedanta is all about just pause. So Vedanta is not about illusions. Vedanta, Mithya, don't make Mithya as a center point of Vedanta. Mithya is told you to become free from your identification and attachment to the Mithya. That's all. Clinging to the Mithya, clinging to Anatma. And the moment you leave your clinging, life will be joy and blissful. Vedanta people think that is inaction. Sorry, inaction is for lazy buggers. Vedanta is about action, meaningful action. Vedanta is about focused action. Vedanta is about action without doership. Action we are doing purposelessly. I want this, I want that, I want that. We keep on going after 10,000 things, wasting our life. Vedanta teaches us, focus your actions, do dharmic actions, contribute meaningful to somebody's life, world. Instead of seeking happiness, learn how to give happiness. Do actions without a doership. We suffer in action by holding on to the result. Let go. Don't hold on to the result. Learn from every result, success and failure. Your actions will be joyful to you. That's called Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is joy in action. Bliss in action is called Karma Yoga. Your life, your action has become mess because we want a result, very specific result. We are not happy with some other result. We have made life into a set of success and failure. Life is not about success and failure. Life is about learning. That's Vedanta. So now, Vedanta is not about Vedanta. That's a feeling that Vedanta is anti-life. Life negative. All people who are depressed should get into Vedanta. It's false. And many people get into Vedanta and then get depressed also. That's another problem. Because they don't understand Vedanta. Everything is Mithya. Why should you do anything? Arre Baba, this is told because you are suffering holding on to the Mithya. Just let go and life will be joyful. For some people, Vedanta is about depression. Okay? For some people, Vedanta, people who are depressed should get into Vedanta. Both are wrong. People who are joyful, people who are seeking happiness should get into Vedanta. Life is a bliss. Life has become less mess because we are holding on to temporary things in life. Become free from that. Laziness is not Vedanta. It's called tamas. Hyperactivity is not Vedanta, rajas. Activity which is focused and directed towards Loka Kalyana is called Vedanta. Joyful. In rajas or tamas, we want happiness from the world. In sattva or activity without doership, we are giving happiness. I have abundance of happiness. I am giving it. In rajoguna and tamoguna, we find constantly somebody to blame for my life. In sattva-guna, I take my responsibility for my life. Vedanta is about taking responsibility for your life. Nobody is responsible for my suffering. So this is understanding Vedanta. So now, the Vedanta, the teaching of Vedanta makes an individual flower. Vyakti Vikasa will happen. Right now, wrong understanding Vedanta, people think that, oh, yo, what kind of life is this? All mithya. How do I escape from unreality? If you have to escape from unreality, put one peg of whiskey. Not Vedanta. Vedanta is about understanding reality. Understanding inner and outer reality is Brahman. Brahman, Sarvam Khalu is Brahman. All this is Brahman. I am Brahman. That's called Vedanta. So, right understanding of Vedanta makes you individual bloom. Vyakti Vikas will happen. The development of individual will happen. Flowering of the individual will happen. The individual will become beautiful. Because the inner power of Brahman manifests fully. Divinity is there in seed form in all of us. The seed will become plant and plant will become tree. That's how our rishis were, the great beings. The seed has to become plant, plant has to become tree. Right now, the seed is dying because constantly you are bombarded with the wrong teachings in the school. Compete, compete, compete. Life is a success and failure. False teachings, false understanding of life. Life is about contribution, not competition. Life is about not success and failure. Life is about learning. With the wrong teaching, your whole brain has been brainwashed and destroyed. The Vedanta is bringing the reality, how an individual can bloom. A Vyakti can become Shakti. Balam, Balam, Brahma Tejo Balam. There's a power of Brahman in you. That Brahman has to manifest through. That will happen when you work for Atmano Mokshartam, Jagaditaya, self-realization and selfless service. More and more divine power manifests through you. If at certain point of time, you can become a Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta means free from the mind. The mind doesn't cause any more suffering. The mind is no longer having illusions, holding on to something unreal. So that's called Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta is not the end of flowering. Jivan Mukta, as he does more Loka Kalyana service, more and more divine energy will flow through him. More and more blossoming will happen. Now he is no longer an individual. A universal consciousness operates through the body-mind complex. More and more divinity manifests through that body-mind complex. More and more energy flows. Balam, Balam, Brahma Tejo Balam. The power of Brahman manifests through that individual, that body-mind complex. When you are a small individual, you are a tiny little individual with all your miseries, all failures, all your successes, all fears. You are tiny, you are small. When you loosen up, when you let go of that, you become a Jivan Mukta. And Jivan Mukta, as he does Loka Kalyana, more and more divinity flows through him. More and more power of God flows through him. Possibly, he'll help a lot of people, do some service. Instead of looking for happiness from the world, he'll start giving happiness to the world. He becomes a giver. Right now, all are beggars. I want happiness. I want happiness. I want happiness. From that, he becomes a giver. It's called Jivan Mukta. And as he starts giving more, probably he'll become a Sadguru. That means he'll be able to help other people to become free. Jivan Mukta. So then he continues that more and more divinity can flow through him, and more divinity in the form of Ishwarata can flow through him. And Ishwarata flows through him much beyond the Sadguru means he can be able to teach who are coming to him. In Ishwaratva, he is able to reach out people who has not come to him. Ishwara is the universal. So he'll be able to, his functioning will happen universally, and more people will get benefit from that. In Jains, they have a concept called Tirthankara. Tirtha means something which purifies. A place, a holy place which purifies. What is the holy? Holiest of holy thing is Jnana, proper Jnana. Everything else is just some facility. So in Mahakumbh Mela today, lakhs of people are going, thinking that taking a bath is holiness. Reality is, our scriptures say, Tirtham karoti tirthani, the place where you take a bath, many people who are enlightened beings, sages will be there. When you go there, get a wisdom from them, that will purify you. So in Mahakumbh Mela is an opportunity where many saints and Mahatmas come there. So that's an opportunity to get some jnana from them, wisdom from them. That purifies you. So tirtha means purification. It's not a bath, holy bath. It's more than that. It's a bath in the Jnana Ganga. So as a person is able to progress in Jnana from Jivan Mukta, from Adnani to Jivan Mukta to Sadguru, maybe Ishwaratva, more and more he is able to create tirtha, place where people can purify through Jnana, wisdom. It's not a physical place. Then why did the people choose Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, joining place? So that's a place, location, venue for people to come. It's a Google coordinate where people can come and meet Nanis and Mahatmas in one place, once in some time. So we have all the things we have understood wrongly. Finally, it's about Dana which purifies you. Danagni dagda karmani. Nai Dana sadasham pavitram mudide. So a Vyakti will become Shakti. The divinity will manifest through him. From a Adnani, samsari, who is suffering, through a karma yogi, who is not afraid of any failure in life. Karma yogi doesn't stop anything in life. To bhakti yogi, who is full of love, surrender. Okay? Through a Jnani, who has become Jivan Mukta. And from Jnani to Sadguru. And from Sadguru, manifestation of Ishwaratva is actually a Vyakti to Shakti. Ishwaratva can manifest in different ways. If it is little bit small amount of manifestation, it's called Ishwaramsha Sambhuta. Then it can manifest for some time. It's called Avesh Avatara. Or it can manifest fully, full form of Avatara. Human life is an opportunity for all of us to experience bliss, divinity, experience the full force of God in us. We'll never find God elsewhere. You can find God in you as you. How do you find God in you as you? When you take responsibility for your life. No blaming others. I am responsible for my life. Life of love, life of service, life free from raga dvesha, life of full of action, right action. Atman mokshatam jagaditaya. Vyakti has a possibility becoming Shakti. So the question is, possibility becomes actuality in your life, or you'll born as a human being, die as a human being. You have an opportunity to be born as a human being, die as God, die as divine. You have an opportunity. All of us are born as human beings. That means in ignorance we are born. Maya we are born. Through Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, we have opportunity for die as a human being first. When you die means ego dies. Then Jivan Mukti happens. Then you are born as divine, eternal life. Brahma Bala. Eternal wisdom, bliss. You realize that I'm free from birth and death. That's birth into God as a Sadguru or Ishwaratva. That's what is an opportunity which is provided by Vedanta. Vedanta is not for cowards. Vedanta is not for people who are depressed in life. Vedanta is not for people who are running away from life. Vedanta is there for people to face life, to bring out the divinity in them. Wake up. Swami Vivekananda said, wake up. Stop not till the goal is reached. People think that goal is somewhere. There's no goal there. Goal is yourself, Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Any questions, anybody? Yes, Satyavati, Narsimurti.
ಸ್ಮರಣ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡದೇನೆ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ.
Misuse of life. Okay. Yes, Satyavati.
ಹರಿ ಓಂ ಗುರುಜಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಅದೇ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ
God has given as gift to you memory, intellect, everything you are misusing to cause suffering for yourself and others.
Yes.
A gift becomes a curse. constantly finding fault with others, constantly finding or looking for success in life. Life is not designed for that. So somebody is crying, okay, brought a new car. No, 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 why are you crying? I want a flying car. My dear, car is not designed for flying. Car designed for road, going on the road. Your intellect, mind, buddhi, the body is given to you with a purpose. The body is given to you for loka kalyana, paropakarartham idam shariram. Then if you misuse it, what will happen? It will cause suffering for you. I want happiness, I want happiness. Your body is there to give to happiness. It's not for begging happiness. If you use body for begging happiness, you'll suffer. Body has been given strength for action, not for selfish reason, for loka kalyana. So do it for selfish reason, you'll suffer. Buddhi has been given to you to understand life, nature of life. Okay, wrong, but even that you understand, misunderstand wrongly. Whatever has been given by us gift to you, you are misusing it and causing suffering and blaming God. Why the God did this? Except yourself, you will not blame anybody. So except you, you blame everybody, including God. What kind of stupid life is this? Everything which has been given to you is a blessing. With what intelligence you are converted into a curse? Suffering. Every moment of life is a joy, bliss, ananda. Every moment of joy is discovery of yourself. Every moment of your life is unfolding of divinity within you. What miserable little life you are living. Looking for small, petty happiness, which are irrelevant. Blaming people, fighting with people. Using your intellect wrongly. You have to use your intellect to understand teaching of Vedanta, but misusing the intellect to wrongly understand teaching of Vedanta also. Become free from this. May the divinity wake up in you. May the God wake up in you. That is the teaching of Vedanta. Anybody any questions? Every God has given you or misused it. And then blame God also. Oh, you are responsible for my prarabdha karma. How God is responsible for your prarabdha karma?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Huh? God's will is giving a facility so that you can experience your life fully. When you say God's will, people think that God's will is so to torture me and to give some problem for me. God's will is not that. God's will is a facility is given to you. A beautiful universe has been given to you. 5 elements has been given to you. Whole body is given to you. This is God's will. Why? You can experience your freedom, do good and bad, experience the result of that, learn and evolve and attain Godhood. Brahmadnana. That's called God's will. Your son sent your son to school. Sending son to school is free will, giving fees so that he goes there, he learns, experiences, and becomes a successful person. The son comes and plays. By the mother, because you sent me to school, I am suffering here. This is exactly what we are doing to the God. He has given you freedom. He has given you freedom to experience life. He has given you freedom to experience your karma. And he is not a dictator. If he could have made your hands full, hands and leg tied, and he is allowing you freedom. Okay. So anybody else any follow-up questions on this? Simply Vivekananda's words. Wake up. You are sleeping. Stop not till the goal is reached. The goal is nowhere else. Goal is your own self. Awaken fully to your divine consciousness. The God within you.
Prabhuji, I just want to share my one of my
ನಿತ್ಯ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಕೊಂಡು ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ,
that is between chitta and karana sharira.
ಚಿತ್ತ and what?
Karana sharira.
Chitta is nothing but mind. Karana sharira, chitta.
Is there any relation between the chitta? I mean, the content of
Karana sharira hosts. Karana sharira is the mind. That's all. No. Mind in subtle form is chitta. Mind in memory form is chitta. Karana sharira has memory.
Yes. That smarana shakti, smaranatva is the common factor there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll close for the day. Hari Om.